Boys, here are 5 mistakes you could be making in the bedroom when you're doing hanky-panky, when you're doing some lovemaking, a little bit of jungle boogie. So I'm going to run you through them, tell you what the mistakes are, how to fix them so that you're a stud in the bedroom. Number 1, silence. You don't want to be too quiet. If a girl was being super quiet while you were banging her, you'd be like, are you all right down there? How's it going? She probably feels the same way about you. So if you're being super quiet, not saying a word, no dirty talk, no noises, nothing, she's going to be thinking in her head, oh, he's not enjoying it. And I bet when you think in your head, if she's being silent, you start thinking, oh, she's not enjoying it. It stops you from having fun. The same thing's going on that way. So really don't be nervous about making noise. It's a positive thing. It's a nice thing. Girls like it. They want to hear it. They want to know that you're enjoying yourself as well. If you're too scared and you don't know what to say, you can't think of anything, you just feel like it feels so awkward, a good rule of thumb is to tell them that they are very sexy, their pussy is incredibly wet and tight. And that'll normally get you there. So boys, yeah, silence, not a good thing. Keep making those noises and you'll be all right. Number 2, routine. You get home. You set up the candle, dim the light, slowly take her clothes off, get the lube out, same 2 positions and it's over. That's boring. What you want is to spice things up a little bit. If you've been with a girl for a while or you're seeing the same girl a few times in a row, you maybe want to try doing it in different places, different positions. You want to do it out the house, maybe in a public place, in the car. You want to switch things up a bit, and I think it's one of the best things you can do for a relationship. It's one of the best things you can do if you're just seeing a girl, to be that guy that's just a little bit more special, that guy that's a little bit cooler because you're willing to do it in other places. Girls love the adventure. I think they even love it more than we do. For me, this is a fairly hard one to do because I'm like, why would I not do it in my bedroom where there's a nice comfy bed and obviously all the tools, the lube, all the sex stuff. I don't know why they like it. I don't know why they want to get fucked in the car. I don't know why they want to get fucked on the wall of the bathroom. But that's just what they like. So boys, we don't get to decide what women like. If you are making this mistake and being routine, she's going to be thinking about the plumber coming in and fucking her. So if you don't want that, if you want her to be fantasizing about you, I recommend you start shaking things up a little bit. Maybe put on the hard hat. Pretend to be the local builder. Number 3, asking too many questions. I mean, it's good to make sure everything's consensual. That goes really without saying. But asking too many questions, once you know that a girl likes you and you're having sex with each other, asking her always what she likes, what position we should do next, it's a big turn off. And I feel your pain, boys. I used to do it as well, but it does show a lack of experience and it shows a lack of sort of leadership, of you being the dominant partner if you're constantly asking. She doesn't want to have to think about what turns her on. She wants you to know what turns her on. If you need help with that sort of stuff, go check out my other videos, my other sex tips videos. But yeah, what I would recommend to you boys is relax and take the lead. Don't worry too much. Leave the asking questions for dinner time talk or afterwards. Number 4, this is standard stuff, but if a girl notices this on you too much, if you're keeping your socks on, not cutting your fingernails or being well groomed, if you're rocking a huge bush, if you're just smelling not great, she's not going to want to have sex with you as much as she would if you were well groomed, your fingernails were cut, you're smelling good, you're taking your socks off. Stay on top of these things. I know they sound standard, but when you get in a relationship, I know you can let that stuff sort of get out of hand sometimes. You can end up being pretty badly groomed. So boys, get the razor out, get the fingernail clippers out, take the socks off. It's standard procedure. And finally, number 5 is not letting her come before you. And look, I know, sometimes you get a good one. Sometimes, occasionally, a good pum-pum gets the best of any man. And you might find yourself just pumping it and just not being able to hold on. It happens to the best of us, don't worry. But as a rule of thumb, as a general sort of 80% of the time, you should be allowing her to come first and you should be waiting for those signs to see when she's come because she's going to be going crazy. Boys, it's good to focus on the person that you're with, focus on giving her pleasure first, whether it's foreplay, using your hands, using toys, that sort of stuff before you go to penetration. I don't think there's much worse for a girl than a guy that just rips her clothes off, goes straight into penetration, comes after 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, you didn't warm her up, you didn't get in her mind, you didn't allow her to live out a fantasy or enjoy the sex. So try to not be selfish, try to put her first, and you will separate yourself from the crowd because most men will just come after a couple of minutes and really not care too much about the girl or making her come. So be that guy that is the gentleman, so to speak. If you want to ask more questions about sex tips, relationship advice, that sort of stuff, come join the tribe. The link is in the description, and we'll also show you how to boost your testosterone with the course. So I hope you enjoyed it, boys, and I'll see you on the next one. Whoop-ah!